Hey everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video today to give you some of my tips about getting back into the swing of practicing the piano. So first of all, I just wanted to introduce myself to those who don't know me. I'm Nicole. I've been playing the piano since I was 6 years old. I picked it up then and I've loved it ever since. I got my degree in music education. I started out doing piano pedagogy for about 3 years, took a break from school and decided to get my teaching certificate, went and did my student teaching and decided that no, I really want to just teach piano from my home and spread my love of music that way instead of in the schools and just at home with my private studio. So happy back to school, everybody. I'm really excited for this new school year. It brings new excitement, it brings new routines, and it's a great time to make new goals and things for practicing the piano. So I've got 3 tips today to help you get back into this groove. So the first one is making it part of the routine. So you're going to have a new schedule and you're going to have to get it out and look when you can block off time to practice the piano. So for instance, my family, I know of course that school starts at 9 and it gets out at 4, but a lot of the times I'm teaching piano after school or my kids have activities after school. So evenings really don't work for us, but it might for your family. For our family, we do it in the morning before school. We block off times that they practice piano before they go to school. So setting that daily time is really important, and having them do it consistently sets them up for success when they know that this is their time to play the piano. One thing a problem with our family is I've got 3 kids now taking piano lessons, and sometimes fitting all 3 of them in, getting them to practice, it can be kind of crazy. So I have what we call piano zones, where a certain kid gets the piano, it's their piano zone time, and only they get to sit at the piano and play for that time. Sometimes my 3-year-old will come up and start tinkling on the keys and we have to come and take them away and let them, but it gives them that time to sit in the piano and practice and enjoy their time at the piano. So that was my first tip, make it part of this routine. My second tip is to require it as a daily activity. So if you think of some of the daily activities that we require out of our kids, we want them to get dressed, we want them to brush their teeth, we want them to eat their food, and sometimes it's a struggle to get them to do these daily habits. And it's the same thing with piano practice, that we require it of them, and they might kick and scream sometimes, but once they do it and they feel accomplished, it will feel so much better. Like going to bed without brushing your teeth, I always feel kind of ugh, but if I brush them, then that's good. Okay, so make it like a chore, not exactly like a chore. So it's on my kids' chore chart, but it's more fun than a chore because it's not like putting away dishes or sweeping the floors. They get to sit down and do it, but they don't get to have their screen time or friends over until they have practiced the piano. So making it a required daily activity is my second tip. My third tip is make it positive. It needs to be a positive experience when they sit down to the piano. Don't have any time requirements. Don't make them sit down and hash out 3 chords for 15 minutes. If they're done in 5, great. If they get done with what they're required to practice and play around for 30 minutes, that's fine too. But don't set a time requirement that they have to sit at the piano. Have them, when they sit down, make small and large goals. Small goals could be something like, I'm going to play this line today with perfect articulation, meaning I'm going to play it either smooth or I'm going to play it short with staccatos. Or large goals could be learning a certain piece for a recital, for a concert, or for a talent show. Also, you can structure a game. Have piano practice be a game if they're struggling with it. I've seen people have M&Ms up on one side of the piano, and if they accomplish their goal, like learning a certain line or playing it perfectly, then they can move an M&M over, and at the end of their practice session, they get to eat those M&Ms. All right, so that is my 3 tips. First is make it part of the routine. It has to be part of your day, and it has to be predictable, and so the kids know when they're supposed to practice. The second is require it as a daily activity, just like brushing your teeth. You can't go to bed without feeling complete without practicing the piano. And the third is make it positive. A positive experience will help them enjoy it and have fun at the piano. Now, practice is the key to success. It's the only way that kids can progress and become better at the piano. And when there's progression and success, that's when it becomes fun. So it's okay. I just wanted to say one more thing. It's okay to have bad days, and it's okay to have bad weeks. There are some weeks that we get to the end of the week and I'm thinking, did we practice at all? I don't think we practiced this week. So the next week, we're going to set goals and make it a good week by getting that practice in. Don't just throw your hands up and say, oh, we're done. We didn't do it for 1 week. We can't do this. Just keep trying, and we're going to have good days and bad days, and that's okay. That's normal for any kind of piano practicing. So really quick, I'm just going to run through what I think a practice session should look like. At the beginning of the week, I give them theory. So get your theory done very first thing. I always tell my students, get your theory done that first time that you sit down to practice, because then it's done, and it's done for the rest of the week. It's a great way to reinforce the concepts that they're learning, and also they get to kinesthetically, a lot of the times they kinesthetically write the notes, write the time signatures or different things in their theory that help connect everything together. Then, after they're done with their theory, always start with a warm-up. Warm-ups are from your technique book. It can be a finger power book. It can be scales. It can be arpeggios, anything to kind of get your head in the game and warm up and get technique going. Technique is really important with piano. Then, when you're getting your other songs out that you're learning, set a goal and accomplish that goal and practice it until that goal is accomplished. And do the same thing with other songs. So you set a goal, accomplish it, set a goal, accomplish, and that's how piano practice should make them feel like they're accomplishing something and doing something good. And then always end with something fun. This could either be playing an app that they really like. There's so many apps out there that are good for ear training, for note naming, and for rhythm. Lots of those different kinds of apps out there. Also, if they could go back and play a song that they really have enjoyed in the past and play with that. Always end with something fun. So I hope this helps, and I hope you guys have a great week of practice. Thanks.